Hey guys, the Green Bandit here. I just got some mail from the United States, and I think it must be the Picnic Quads polycarbonate frame I got for my One Xtreme. So, just about to open this, and oh, it is! Look at this, really cool. I mean, I was getting my legs broken off every time I landed, basically, with my camera on it, and I was looking for something more solid, and I read about this and I just thought it looked amazing. I mean, you can check out the build on YouTube. Go check out Indoor FPV, and he'll show you how to build it. I thought I'd do a quick build in front of the camera here. So, but first I just got to open all of this. So what you get is if you buy the whole complete set, you get this frame. You get a scratch strap, basically to, I guess, attach your battery later on or something. This is a top protection for your flight control board, and you get all these screws. So it's pretty cool how they've done it here. It's well packaged, very well packaged, and came in a bubble wrap. Envelope all the way across the Atlantic, no damage, just great stuff. Thank you. And all this was paid for and ordered, paid for and shipped and received under 5 days. So that was it's just amazing. Fantastic performance there. Excellent service. Anyways, so here's all the little parts that you got to be careful about, and I'll get back to you in a second. Well, I'm back now with my very lightly modded One Xtreme. Basically, I have Gem Fan 6045 props on it, and it's just fantastic. It flies really well, and as you can see, right, I'm optimizing the wing displacement here so that they don't touch, and they're pretty large propellers, so I just get a lot of power and lift, and I can lift the GoPro no problem with the case, fly around. It's very stable, very happy. Bought a couple, and they cost half the price, a third of the price of RC Logger props, and they never break. I mean, if you fly normally and let's say you crash them a couple times, or you hit a tree or something, I mean, you don't hit a tree head on, but you hit a tree, you know, just you brush the wings against the branches, basically, then you'll be fine, you know, whereas before they would snap immediately. So I'm just gonna start to disassemble this. So this is my custom, I custom painted fluorescent and reflective cover so that I can look for it at night if I've crashed into a field or something. And so now basically we're just gonna disassemble it. So I have this little kit here, and let's go. It's super easy to build this, to install all the components on this new frame. Oh, and the reason why I decided to change the frame is I basically short-circuited the flight control board here, so I blew a couple integrated circuits, and so I ordered them, and I'm going to solder a couple back, or try my best at doing so. But in the meantime, you gotta check this out. I mean, I found flight control boards on the internet for under 50 Swiss francs, which is like probably $48 or so, $49. So here I just undid this, right? Now undo my arms up, up. I bought a couple carbon fiber arms, so they should be pretty cool if I ever decide to mount another flight control board onto this, and if I ever revert back to the originals. Ta-da! So this is fine. This basically comes on like this, and this here goes on right here, right? So it's super simple. So you want to put your screws in somewhere like here, I guess. And making sure that your holes here, as you can see, there's one right here, they're going downwards. And you want to put these bolts on, make sure they're nice and tight on the bottom. I think they're plastic, so maybe 3D printed or something. So they're not that easy to mount. Definitely you want to get the outside hole here out of the tube. Now you want to put these O-rings on top here. These little O-rings on top. And slide them all the way down, if you can. You get a couple, you get two extra O-rings and 2 extra screws in case you break one while pushing down. So I guess I thought of clumsy people, but as you can see, it's fairly simple to do without breaking anything. Now you take your One Xtreme. There is no particular direction, I mean, unless you like to have it in a certain way. And you just slide it on. And as you can see, here, there is no contact between the board and the frame, and there are holes everywhere you need them. It's a very well thought out board. See, battery there has a hole. The LEDs are also accessible, so there's no problem installing your LEDs. after you've built this. 4 O-rings, 4 extra O-rings in order to diminish vibrations to the maximum. Make it nice and tight, you don't want anything coming off, right? Well, I found a better technique. Just go like this and spin the quadricopter. You want to unscrew the motor clamps, right? So you get your little tool here and you unscrew them. Forgot to extract your wonderful little propellers. So here. Yeah. There you go. And insert them here. See, it's nice and it's really tight. These are fantastic motor clamps. This will hold your drone props in there. I mean, 100 times better than what RC Logger has done. They should really be inspired by this. This is fantastic. In comparison, just look at the width of the plastic holding the engine into place. It's just incomparable. And you see, for the same height. So just look at that. How much more power you can apply around that axle. Of course, you don't want to apply too much, otherwise you might break the bearings inside. But you can go for it. Mini project time. A year ago, I busted my One Xtreme. The shock was so violent, it literally ripped the motor out of the arm, ripping off these 2 cables. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just link these. I mean, I'm not going to respect the colors. I mean, I'm building it, so I don't care. And I'll just be careful where I link these. Right, so now you have, I just twisted these up, right? And I just use a little bit of hot glue. And I insulate it. This is the same as shrink wrap and soldering, just a lot cheaper and less time consuming. And a lot less dangerous too, by the way. You can't really seriously get hurt with hot glue, whereas you could get seriously hurt with a soldering iron. So here's our first preparation. You can lick your fingers, just lick your fingers, and you can touch the solder and make it nice and round, just so that it looks tight. they're insulated, nothing can happen. So you're fine. Now we have a new engine basically. Now, what's great about this is you can make them just right, the cables just the right length. You can literally twist them up like this and insert them at just the right length. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now, because this is a permanent build, right? So I'm going to cut them right around here. This is obviously just, it's a one-way thing, right? You can't go back on your decision to cut your cables, so don't do it if you don't think you're going to stay with this, stick with this frame. Soft, these are gem fan props. The adapters allow you to mount them on properly. What you want to do is insert all your cables. And it says, I don't know if you tell, but it says BRW on the board next to the cable attachers here. And that means black, red, and white. So just follow that. So I'm going to braid these, so over, under, over, Alright, so we're finally done. Now, there we go. And clear the workspace. So the next thing you want to do, right, is make sure that when you put this on, you get proper clearance, right, for the props. So the props are going to come really close here, right? So what you need is to basically just make sure that this is the right height and install the nuts. So once you have the right height here, and you're sure about it, you just kind of, you know, eye it and then install the nuts. Put it like this in front of your eyes, right, and adjust it. Make sure it's nice and parallel with the plate underneath. And now just screw this on, double bolt it.
Tight as you can with your fingers this time. No tools, otherwise you'll be ripping this shit out. Be able to check this. See, the only problem with this setup here is that right here you have a light sensitive sensor, right? It's light sensitive, so it's problematic. But what's great is if we give you this little sponge here, and you can unstick it if you'd like and slip it in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build my own sponge, so I don't really need that. But thanks for watching. This is the build, so this is how it looks. And I think it's damn cool. It's damn cool. And you can put whatever you'd like here as sticks, or whatever you call it. They're fitted it so that you can put the One Xtreme ones on. So it's the right size. I just think they look really ugly on them, so I'm gonna go without them for the moment and find another solution, and maybe I'll make a post about that in a couple days. Thanks for watching.